Historic. Unique. Exciting. As challenges continue to test the mettle of Americans, your community has to depend on willing citizens just like you to answer the call and respond to local disasters and other times of crisis. You may be surprised to find out who we are and what we do. In fact, it could actually be your story too. The Air National Guard.
From the arrival of the first colonies in the New World until today, communities across America have depended on their own local patriotic citizens to be available for extraordinary challenges as a part-time militia guard. For over 300 years, they have been in every war and rushed to the scene of every natural disaster. At the turn of the 20th century, when airplanes were used for various military needs, the state National Guard units flew for domestic use as well as preparing for wartime needs.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
It soon became clear that the professional use of aircraft was very important to the United States. After World War II, Congress created the United States Air Force and transformed the aviation units at local guard units into the Air National Guard. Now, in more than 130 communities across the United States, the Air National Guard covers a wide variety of jobs, nearly 200 part-time and full-time career opportunities. Each location can host any number of unique missions, and each one of these missions includes many exciting jobs waiting for you to master.
As our name suggests, air means you could be involved with aviation efforts, including space and cyberspace, volunteering for both state and federal needs. An excellent example is the Combat Air Patrol mission. The units assigned to this vital mission have fighters that are on alert, ready to scramble at a moment's notice, protecting local communities from aircraft entering unauthorized airspace. But not just pilots are involved. Munition specialists, aircraft mechanics, and airfield operations specialists are needed to keep these missions flying.
Nowadays, everything is very high quality electronics and very digitized. So what I do is I maintain and make sure these F-16s have the correct components, have the highest upgraded digital systems installed.
In recent years, through remote technologies, serving overseas may actually take place at your local Air Guard unit. You could be protecting ground troops overseas or carrying out other missions through remote piloted aircraft and space satellite operations. As a part of the elite battlefield airmen units, you could be selected and trained to operate alongside all other special operations forces. With your rigorous training and exceptional talents, you could be expected to go beyond the front lines, identifying enemy targets, protecting troop movements against ambushes, and rescuing military and civilian personnel trapped behind enemy lines. The Air Guard also has several units where medics are trained and involved in aeromedical evacuation, a specialized flying triage mission, stabilizing and protecting military members and civilians injured during any number of conflicts or natural disasters. And since all of these operations occur in the air, a variety of weather specialists, from traditional weather forecasting all the way to battlefield weather specialists, are needed to ensure operations are conducted safely and successfully.
We are the Air National Guard, and national means that you will be serving our local communities and states by responding to the needs of your state's governor as well as national interests. We have the unique honor of being on the front lines of protecting and responding to the American homeland and its needs. You will be challenged and tested using the skills you learned in the Air National Guard to respond to emergencies from local flooding relief to attacks here in the United States. As a battlefield airman at home, direct rescue operations to fellow Americans in distress is a duty that you are proud to carry out, as they rely on your quick thinking and extensive training to return them to their loved ones safely. Or you could be on the front line, using your extensive medical training to triage your neighbors and help transport them across the country to hospitals in our Homeland Response Force.
I fly on a HH-60 Pavewalk helicopter as an engineer. I could end the answer there and it would be pretty cool. Flying is awesome. On top of it, our mission is rescue, which is In my humble opinion, there is no better mission than putting your life on the line for somebody else.
Our Red Horse and engineering units can use your dedication to do everything from clearing the way for emergency routes, rescuing people in buildings, and rebuilding runways to keep the rescue efforts moving. You could also be a vital link to essential services as you assist in the logistics, coordination, and direct distribution of food, shelter, and basic necessities to emergency workers and victims as a part of our services teams.
And Guard means you will be a member of an elite and historic family, dedicated to not only living and working in your local community, but also defending and protecting it. For only 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, you will be trained on the latest techniques and technologies to ensure you're ready to respond when needed. Imagine being part of one of our rescue units, rushing to the scene in treacherous conditions, ready to save lives both in the United States and abroad. Or using your highly skilled technical training in one of our network warfare squadrons, providing and protecting our nation's communications infrastructure and learning the skills so highly regarded by companies worldwide. And in some locations, you could actually be on the front line of the secretive world of cyber warfare, employing training and expertise that successfully thwarts cyber attacks from all over the globe, all from right where you live.
Being a part of your local Air National Guard team not only puts you in the middle of the action when your community and nation needs you most, but it also provides benefits to your life and your personal career.
One of my favorite things about being a traditional guardsman is the fact that as a pararescueman, I have so many attributes that make me marketable in the outside world. For example, I'm a paramedic, I'm also a skydiver, I'm a scuba diver, I know weapons, we do rock climbing and mountaineering. And one of the cool things about being a traditional is that there's so many of these non-educational benefits that really make the Guard the very special place that it is.
The professional training you receive becomes college credits that can be transferred to any accredited college or certification program. Credits you can use to complete your bachelor's or graduate degree. Along with having college on your resume, you can show practical experience in a multitude of technical skills. Skills that many companies yearn for, all while demonstrating a background of integrity, discipline, and the ability to work in a team environment. Along with school credits, all Air Guard members are eligible for the GI Bill, which can be used to finish your degree or transfer the benefits to your children. And let's not forget, every month that you participate, you receive a generous paycheck with the potential for bonus money for special skills and foreign language proficiency. As you progress on through the Air National Guard, you'll also earn points towards a military retirement that you can benefit from later in life. You won't have to worry about health insurance either. Low-cost health insurance is available to all Air National Guard members and their families.
The Air National Guard is the best kept secret, I think, in the military. You're going to receive the best training that the military has to offer. And not only that, you're going to be provided with the benefits that the military offers. You're going to be able to go to your local commissary. You're going to be allowed to take part in the insurance that they provide. And aside from all that, you're going to be given options to go overseas. I've seen people go to Guam. I've seen people go to Qatar. In the last year, we've had people go to Puerto Rico. Who else is going to pay you to do this job, give you the training, and send you places that you want to go to be able to utilize those skills? The Air National Guard is.
Ready to see the world on your own terms? Guardsmen love the benefit of flying for practically free on space-available military flights across the country and around the world. And on top of all this, every state also has many local benefits, so be sure to ask your recruiter about them. New and exciting opportunities are opening all the time. Opportunities with your name on them. Stop by and talk to your local Air National Guard recruiter. Check us out on the web at goang.com or call our operators at 1-800-2-GO-ANG. The Air National Guard. It's time to step up and be a part of history.